Stewart Wallis, head of the New Economics Foundation. We've been at a seminar with Global Utmaning in the Swedish Green Party on new measurements for economics. What should those measurements be about?
Well, the first question we have to ask ourselves is, what do we want our economy to do? And we're arguing that what we want a good economy to do is to create greater well-being and quality of life for everybody, to do so in a fairer way than it does now, and to do all that within fair ecological limits. And if we want that, then we're measuring the wrong thing with GDP. GDP is a means to an end, not the end. And you could use it like an analogy of a speedometer. It tells you how fast your economy is going, but it doesn't tell you whether your economy is overheating, or running out of key resources, or going to crash into a ditch. And most particularly, it doesn't tell you whether you're going in the right direction. So you have to start with the question, what direction do you want? And that's why we're arguing it's so important to talk about well-being or flourishing. And well-being is about people both feeling well over a longer period of time, not just being happy in the moment, but it's also about them functioning well, their resilience, their energy, their ability to work with other people, their competencies, their connections. And so we've done a lot of work on measuring well-being as a key goal of the economy. And that work has come to quite a fruition in that we and others have persuaded the British government to measure well-being as a headline measure of progress. So theoretically you could have GDP going up, but unemployment also going up, or insecurity going up, or indebtedness going up, or environmental destruction going up, and those things might outweigh the benefits of GDP going up and cause people's well-being to go down. So you have to ask the question, is the thing you really value going up? So you must measure well-being, and you must see that as the primary means, and GDP is just as part of getting there. The primary end, I should say.
Yeah.
The second bit, though, you must measure is the ecological resources we're using to create that well-being and those jobs.
And those are scarce.
And those are scarce, and getting scarcer. And that starts to change your real productivity function. Then comes, how do you use scarce ecological resources to create the maximum well-being and the good jobs and the public goods that go with that. And that becomes a very different economics. You have to still market economics, but it's a market economics that works to a heartbeat of returns to ecological capital, not to money capital.
And now you're modeling this, and when that model becomes an interface on internet, I guess, or
it will do, yes. It will be an open source model when we get there.
Yeah.
And we're doing it initially for the UK economy. This is a tool that doesn't tell you the future. It enables you to look at what policies will enable you to achieve your ends, your purposes. So we think that developing that model will be a very powerful policy tool and show to politicians both what's possible and what's not possible. So it will show at one level that carrying on as we are is a disaster, but also it will show that, as many Greens are asking we do, that if we stop excess consumption straight away, that will also be a disaster. We have to make a structural change before we can cut the consumptions we need to cut.
So we need to slow down the speed, but mainly find the right way.
We've got to find the right routes for it. It's about pathways, it's not just about slowing down the speed. We've got to get the right pathways and then slow down the speed, not the other way around.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not at all.